All right, everybody, welcome back to the eBay shop. My name's Corey.
I'm Teresa.
And we are Grams and Pops Vintage, and today we are super excited to bring a new announcement to the channel.
We look like we're super excited.
We're the excited on the inside kind of people. We're not super animated, but take our words for it, we are super excited.
Corey's going to do a happy dance for you.
I'm going to do a happy dance. I hope I didn't shake the camera. I'm kind of a chubby fella.
Pretty sure that's the Trump dance.
If you've watched our videos, you've heard us mention something about this stuff before, but basically we always felt there was a piece of our eBay business kind of missing. Something other people had and were using on a pretty regular basis that we never had access to.
We did, and Corey complains about it all the time.
I do complain about it. Well, I'm kind of a complainer, so I do complain about it all the time because I really wanted to have access to it. But rather than just keep complaining about it,
we built it.
we did something about it. We built it. We built it with some friends. So we're going to talk to you about what that is and what it looks like as we go.
You have friends?
Yeah, like Bob the Builder. I have friends and we work together.
Okay.
But as usual, we do have a lot. Like it's a Monday. We have 30 some orders going out. A lot of smalls. But what's the first two of those that sold?
We sold some pants. And these were purchased from one of our friends. Did you know that?
I did not.
These came from Steve and Donna at Happy Heart Treasure and all that stuff that they sold.
Oh, we bought that whole thing of suits and
Yep,
pants and
suits
stuff.
and pants.
So that's what these are. They're brown pants. New with tag?
Yes.
New with tag.
They are Roundtree Yorke classic fit 100% cotton pleated tan khaki pants size something because I can't read it.
Yep, so that's what they look like. Nothing special there. What'd they sell for?
$29.99.
That paid for like half the tote.
It did. I've already sold a bunch of stuff
Yeah.
out of there anyway, so thank you, Steve and Donna.
All right.
You are so gonna rip that.
Next is a hunting vest.
Hopefully your pits don't stink because that's gotta go to somebody.
I just showered. Next is this hunting vest, and it's a nice hunting vest made for smaller, nicer people than me.
It is a Gamehide men's blaze orange safety hunting vest, size medium, not for Corey. Do you need some help?
Help me out
Turn
of this.
around. Nope, just put your arms back.
They only go so far back. One at a time. All right, so
That came from my proxy bid auction.
yep, that's what this is. It's a hunting vest, and it should not go on.
Fat guy?
Felt like Tommy Boy there, like fat guy in a little coat.
I shouldn't have. That's
what that is.
That was mean of me to call you fat.
Spade's a spade. What'd that sell for?
That sold for $24.99.
All right, so what was missing in our eBay business? Teresa, what was missing?
What was missing? What was missing? What was missing?
What was missing? That was the
really
question.
missing? What was missing from our thing, which is most people have it locally, but it is a dollar auction.
I don't know if most people have it locally, but we do know a few people that have it locally.
Sioux Falls has one.
Yes, and it's a really big part of their business because it's where they could sell everything they don't want to sell
On eBay.
And that is the Facebook dollar auction groups where you go in and you can list something on the group for $1. Everything starts at $1. People bid on it until the auction's done. Whoever bid last with the highest bid before the auction ended wins it.
Yep. And then you just arrange pickup with them.
Yep, and that is something I've always been jealous of because I know Steve and Donna have it and Inkpicker have it. And
He tried. He did try. We have a Midwest, what is it called? Midwest?
I did. Siouxland dollar auction?
Yeah, which Siouxland is the area because it's based off of Sioux Falls, which is where we where we source. But he started one, and I think he only had family join.
We did start one here, but we're in such a rural area that I think there's 15 people in the group, and it's a very, very low chance you're going to find somebody in 15 people that wants the one specific thing you listed. So it never took off, and we tried to get it going, and we just never could. So I've always been a little bit.
Failure.
I always wanted that to work.
Corey's
a failure. Ow. That did not work, however. So we decided to do it a little bit differently.
We did. So instead of doing a local dollar auction,
well, let me rephrase that. We didn't decide to do it a little differently.
Can't talk about who that is until our next spot.
We worked with a group of people who all decided to do it together and do this. We built the dollarauction.com.
A collective group built, yes, the dollarauction.com.
So basically, we took the idea of the local group and we made it national, so that everybody can use it all across the U.S.
Yep.
That's what we've done, and it's called the dollarauction.com. And we're going to talk more about what that is and how it works.
Yep.
but we got some more stuff that went out. What do you got next?
Okay, up next, we have had this forever because it was in box one, one.
We used to buy these every time we saw them.
It is a TomTom XXL 5-inch widescreen portable GPS navigator, lifetime traffic and maps.
Yep. Believe it or not, even when phones are around with Google Maps, people still do use these. We used to buy them all the time. They've really slowed down for us.
We used to buy TomTom and Garmin.
Yep. And I think they do still sell. They just sell slower. But what'd that one go for?
$24.99.
Well, I have a small thing to show you, but I wanted to make sure my nails were clean again. That sounded wrong. And I can't see anything because I don't have my glasses on.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what it is. It's a little Union Pacific pin.
Make sure you have it right side up. So
I can't even see it.
You have it right side up.
Like this?
Yep.
Okay.
Nope, I think you had, no, that way.
Okay.
Something like that.
So it's a little pin. Tell them what it is, Teresa.
It's a little thing.
Shut up.
It is a vintage Union Pacific Systems, the Overland Route Junior Old Timers Club pin. That's my second one. Somebody sent me an offer and told me that this was not worth the money I had it listed for. He said it was worth $5. Do you want to know what it sold for?
Not $5.
$25.
Yep.
Free shipping, and it'll cost me $4 to ship it.
So there we go. Another pin out the door. Man, that thing's like the size of my pinky nail. It is tiny.
Maybe.
All right, so what is the dollar auction and why have we partnered up? Well, let's just talk, what is the dollar auction?
The dollar auction is a place that you can go to list your stuff. All auctions have to start at $1. There's no reserves, so there's no like eBay where you can set it at $24 reserve. It starts at $1. If it sells for $1, it sells for $1.
Yep.
Otherwise, you wait for the bids. You can set it up for different time frames. So like we talked about the Facebook dollar auction. Theirs, I'm pretty sure, is 24 hours, right?
They vary. Some are 24, some are 48.
Okay. Well, ours are, you can do it 24. You can do it as low as 12.
You could do it as low as 12 hours, I think.
12 up to typically 10 days, but you can set a custom one. But if you're trying to get rid of stuff,
you want to get rid of it quick.
You don't want to set it for 10 days. At least I wouldn't set it.
Yeah, the whole point of the dollar auction for us is we have a whole tote of stuff we bought in a bulk lot. Some of it's good for eBay, some of it's not. We're going to take all of our stuff and we want to get rid of it quickly, the stuff we're not going to list because we don't want it piling up.
Yep.
So the dollar auction is a great source for that. You can also run live auctions on there, kind of like Whatnot. You could get on there live and just do your own auction.
Yep.
You could schedule it. Same rules apply there. No reserves. Everything has to start at $1. The only thing different than the local dollar auctions is because it's nationwide, everything has to ship, so you have to pay shipping on it. So that's what the dollar auction is. It's a place to find amazing deals if you're buying because people are just trying to get rid of stuff, and it's an amazing place to list your items and your overflow to get it out of your hair and out the door. So it's good for sellers and buyers. Now, the reason we partner, let's talk about who our partners are. We have ourselves. We have Steve and Donna from Happy Heart Treasures. We have Jess and Zena from Resell to Ride. And we have Alicia the Inkpicker. We have expertise in the business management side and the marketing side, how to get out there and advertise it. I, however, don't deal with customers well. And that is something where Alicia kind of shines. Like she's good at moderating and kind of dealing with communities.
Yep.
And she's kind of the creative of the group, which is great because we need logos and banners and we need marketing images. Like she kind of fills that role really well. Steve and Donna come in because they've been doing dollar auction forever.
They bring the dollar auction knowledge.
That's a decent sized part of their business.
Well, and we didn't know anything about the dollar auction.
No,
until
we
they
heard about
happened
it from
to bring
them.
it up, and I think you joined the Lincoln one.
I did.
So that you could get a feel for it. To not successfully create one here.
Yeah. So Steve and Donna are kind of our dollar auction experts, and then we brought on Resell to Ride, Jess and Zena, because on the district platform, which is where we host the dollarauction.com, they're really big into that. They know the platform really well. They also do a ton of live selling, more than anybody else of our group.
At least 2 or 3 shows a week of live selling.
Yep. So they bring a lot of the live selling experience to the group. So we kind of covered all of our bases, and we have somebody that can deal with each piece really well. And we're all kind of right here in the Midwest, which is what we wanted.
So we did pick, like Corey said, we're all in the Midwest. So if there's an issue, you know, we can drive to each other's house and we can just fight it out.
Yep, we can get together and have a little WWE match.
Can you see Donna in there? Let's go, Donna.
Steve has to be the referee. He's too big. He can't get in there with
No,
us.
he can't get in there with us.
The rest of us are kind of similar size.
Yeah.
I'm not calling you fat, Steve. You're just a very tall man.
Just fat shamed Steve.
All right, what else sold?
We sold another thing from my proxy bid. I just got these this last weekend, and I listed them already. But it is a vintage Brambly Hedge, Jill Barklem, who is the illustrator of the book, Spring Story porcelain music box, and it does work.
It looks like a mouse with a slingshot. That's what
Are
it
they
looks
mice
like.
or are they rabbits?
Is it a mouse or a rabbit? Looks like a mouse.
It's a mouse. It's a mouse.
If that's a rabbit, he's got short ears.
It's a mouse.
That's what that is. What'd that sell for?
$34.98. That's the second one I sold. I have one left, and I'm pretty sure I only paid $5 for each one.
All right, next we sold 6 things of Maxwell House.
It's not Maxwell House. I went through and found a whole bunch of our cassettes that we had, so I just went on a listing spree the other day and I just listed them all. But these are Maxell. Oh, I didn't even spell it right.
Maxell.
Maxell. It is Maxell, not Maxwell.
Oh, it's not coffee.
Maxell XLII 90-minute high bias blank sealed cassette tapes. They're a set of 6. Those sold for $29.99. That's like $5 a cassette tape.
All right, so if you're interested in the dollar auction, which we hope you are, and we hope you're as excited about it as we are, because it does make sourcing easier. That's a great opportunity for that, and it makes selling easier for your overflow that you're not going to put on other marketplaces.
Yep.
Come and join us at theDollarAuction.com.
If you don't want to sell, come join us and buy.
Yep, join the marketplace. We're going to be having some lives. We'll be doing some fun stuff. And if you would like to sell on there, apply to sell, and we'll get you approved over there. It's been live, what, 3 days? I think it's been live for 3 days at this point. And I think even though it's 3 days old, it has really kind of taken off quickly, like surprisingly quickly. There's over 100 members already.
We do have 100 members already.
Yep.
I don't know how many sellers we have, but...
I think there's like 22 sellers and like 100 and some members, and I know there's over 100 products on it already currently running, so the auctions are counting down. So jump in, have fun over there, and if you have any issues with it or questions about it, there is a chat. There's an FAQ to answer questions, and we're in the chat pretty much all the time. So feel free to ask us questions, and we hope you guys join us over there. All right, we do have a few more products to get shown so that we can start packing. We have a big day of packing.
We do.
What do we got next?
We sold Santa. We sold Christmas, not Santa. We sold, what is Santa? We sold an Enchanted Forest musical animated Santa's Workshop. It is tested and it is working.
Yep. So there's that. That's what it looks like.
Yep, they're bringing the presents down from the workshop to put in Santa's
Oh, it's
sleigh.
like a conveyor belt to Santa's
and
sleigh.
it does convey and it lights up.
Convey.
Yeah, it does convey.
It does convey.
It conveys.
It conveys
Brings crap down.
gifts to Santa's thing.
It does.
That's really cool. What'd that sell for?
$76.
Nice.
So these came off of my proxy bid auction too, and I paid like $4 for each one, but I got 4 of them. And they are $19.97. The brand is Knickerbocker Holly Hobbie posable dolls. I did try and do some research to figure out if there's different Holly Hobbie characters. I think there is, but I don't know how to tell who's who. That looks like Grandma.
That's the one that sold there. What did that sell for?
$29.
For a Holly Hobbie. That's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, I think that's it for today. It's going to be kind of a short video today, but we do have a very big packing day. So we tried to keep it brief, and we're going to get out of here.
Those are called chones.
Chones? What's a chone?
Briefs.
Briefs?
Briefs.
Okay.
Gina and Jess will get my joke.
Word of the day, chones.
Chones,
All right.
underwear, briefs.
I did not know that. So with that, keep your chones clean. We'll see you next time.
Hasta la vista, baby.